Welcome back to Breakfast Central. We've had a very exciting morning, and in case you're just waking up, well, good morning to you, and we still have a lot more in store for you. So please do not go away. It's time for us to take a look at the sporting world.
Thank you so much for that link up, Olive, and of course, Osaoge. Let's go straight to the world of sports now, and let's tell you that the 2021-2022 Premier League season has reached the business end of the campaign, and the run-in is going to be wild up and down the league. Focusing on the top four battle, there are so many teams scrapping for fourth place, with Manchester City and Liverpool battling for the title, which I'm starting to believe that it could go to Liverpool. Well, the likes of Arsenal, Tottenham, and maybe even once comfortably at third place, Chelsea are battling out to finish in the top four. Manchester United has joined Wolves and West Ham in flaming out of the race. Where will all of this drama end? When will all of these drama end, most importantly? Well, in a few weeks, we'll definitely find out, especially now that things are hotting up. Well, this morning, I do have a die-hard Arsenal fan, Kelechi Ayikude, joins me all the way from the United Kingdom, and he is indeed a die-hard Arsenal fan. If you know Kelechi, definitely you know that he's... Kelechi, it's so good to have you. Thank you so much for being here on Breakfast Central. Good morning to you.
Thank you so much, Joe. Good morning.
Good morning. So, Kelechi, let's talk about the race for the top four. Now, it's getting heated, no doubt, in the Premier League. I mean, you are always at every, if possible, almost every Arsenal game. Did I say almost every? I think every Arsenal game, by the way.
Every, yes.
Anyway, do you think Arsenal will finish strong and qualify for the UEFA Champions League? Or do you think they will be toppled by Tottenham or Manchester United, considering the remaining fixtures?
And I think Arsenal will do the business. I think Arsenal will secure fourth place. We've learned from the mistakes of losing to Crystal Palace and Brighton and I think Southampton. We went on to beat Man United and Chelsea, which shows the character and the strength of the squad. People like Elneny have come through for us, Saka and the rest of them. So I think we'll get fourth place. We also need Liverpool, who are chasing the title, to do us a favour by beating Tottenham on Saturday or Sunday, I think it is. And then we'll hopefully win Leeds and open a 5 points gap. And I think by then it will be almost done. So, yes, I think we will secure fourth place, Arsenal.
All right. Now, whenever you find yourself in London, because, of course, I do know that you are in Lagos, Nigeria right about now, and it feels so good to wake you up in the morning on the bed. But that's fine.
Let's say that's what happened. Let's just say that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, that's what footballers and pundits and, of course, lovers of the sports do. But how much do you rate Mikel Arteta and his plans for the club? Looking at the fact that he has got a lot of Africans on his side who play for his side. We're talking about players that play for Ghana. We're talking about, of course, our very own Saka, and not forgetting the likes. How would you rate him?
I think he's done well on the pitch. He's gelled the team. The boys are playing for him. He has sorted out the defense as well. I mean, we've not considered from a corner this season. So they have really, really worked hard, and we are playing a bit more entertaining football. The only aspect I probably have one or two issues with him is his man management. It looks like he doesn't really know how to manage big characters like the Aubameyans and the Guendouzi's, and looks like he's always having rift with one player or the other. But he's a young manager. He's learning on the job, clearly. But he has done a fantastic job this season, and hopefully he'll secure fourth place for the club.
Well, Manchester City and Liverpool seem to be untouchable this season at the top of the table. Now, we would not overlook the impact of African players like Mohamed Salah, that man you can see there on the screen, talking about Mahrez, Sadio Mane, Keita, and the likes. Well, who do you think deserves to be a title holder amongst these Africans that we have mentioned?
It's a very difficult question. I love all my African brothers. And they can win it for different reasons for me. I want Mane to win it, maybe, and win the Champions League as well. So that, Ballon d'Or can come to Africa. It's been long. Wow. But on the other side, I don't want Liverpool to win the quadruple. So it's a bit of mixed bag for me. So I'll probably go for Man City for the Premier League. And, Man City, that means Mahrez will win it. That's what I think. I think they will just nick it. They'll be playing like wounded lions, after losing, so badly at Real Madrid the other night. So I think Mahrez and Man City will do it.
Okay, so you're giving the Premier League to Mahrez, and you're not giving the Premier League to Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. Anyway, talking about Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, they have been very instrumental for Liverpool, especially this season. I mean, their contributions gave Liverpool tickets to the Champions League final, like we saw where they dealt with the Yellow Submarines, while also on the verge of clinching a quadruple, like you've mentioned, and you do not want them to have that. But with their contributions so far, do you see any of the both players, especially Sadio Mane, not forgetting Mohamed Salah, also picking up on the highest goal scorers for this season, either of them?
Yes, I think Salah will pick up the highest goal scorer. I think after Salah, the next highest goal scorer is Heung-min Son. And with the season remaining only 3 games, I think Mo Salah is already done. I think he's going to win it. He had a fantastic start to the season. You know, after he came back from Nations Cup, I don't think he has been playing too great. But he's been contributing to the squad regardless. So I think he'll finish as highest goal scorer. Mane will definitely be in the mix, maybe number 3 or number 4. And it just shows that these African players have been very, very, very consistent over the years. When you mention top 5 scorers, top 3 scorers, they're always there. It's a testament to their character, their skill. And, you know, there's a lot of talent in Africa. We're so happy for them.
All right, now we've talked about Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane and the likes from Liverpool. We've also looked at Arsenal, we've looked at Saka, and just named them. Let's look at Chelsea, Hakim Ziyech, and his impact on the Blues. What do you think they will come out with, especially as the season inches closer to an end?
Hakim Ziyech has been kind of a bit part player for his team, but he's contributed. He's made the impact off the bench as well. I think that Chelsea, you know, I think the whole situation with the ownership and everything has, you know, maybe destabilized the squad a little bit, in my opinion, and they're not playing as well as they can play. You know, when Arsenal played them, I was there. We won 4-2, and a little bit too easy. Although I know that Rudiger didn't play that game, so I think Chelsea will remain 3rd, and then Arsenal 4th. I don't think we can catch them. I think they remain 3rd.
I see. I think they will remain 3rd. Okay, let me take one last question at you, and that has got to do with the Champions League, where you also had the Africans star very, very heavily on that. Did you see any reason why you think Pep Guardiola should have made a change or should have had a turnaround in terms of that game during the last minute against Real Madrid?
I mean, I've seen people blaming Guardiola for removing Kevin De Bruyne and the rest of them, but Ancelotti did the same thing. He removed Casemiro. He removed the 3 of them, Modric and Kroos, but his own worked in his favour. That's football for you. It just didn't work for Guardiola. It didn't pan out. I don't think he could have done anything really different. As much as I know he can be stubborn. Like I watched their game against Crystal Palace. He's looking for a goal to continue to top the league. And he didn't make any substitution. He had Jesus and the rest of them on the bench. So I know he can be stubborn. But in that game, I just don't think. I'm now beginning to think whether it's what Toure's agent said that African juju something. I don't know. But the way it happened like film. It happened like a movie. So I don't even know what happened that day. But I don't think he could have done anything better. He's a great coach. We respect him, but it's just not his year. I guess Real Madrid, it's just their trophy this year. So, right. But let's see how the final goes.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us. Kelechi, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, usually known as Kelechi Arsenal. Yeah, I know. Thank you for being here on Breakfast Central.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so there you have it. Latest updates focusing on African players in the English Premier League. The top 4 indeed hots up the race. And everyone's asking who will take it. I know Osaoge has his own team and he probably might be thinking of his own club. Hopefully, Eyimba will make it.
Well,
funny
that's
enough,
a good one.
You know, Olive and I was speaking, you know, while you were having a conversation with Kelechi, and we're both Manchester United fans.
Oh,
so, you know, if you will let us have Kelechi for breakfast this morning, we will tear him apart.
I see. Anyway, all the best, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Joe, and thank you very much, Kelechi Ayakude, for giving us the updates on sports. Now let's read.